This next demo will be a demo on creating a sketch profile on a local axis. So the default comes in with the absolute axis. The absolute axis is used as an index so that everybody has the same reference of startup point. But commonly, we have a local axis established where I want to actually start building a part. So this local axis is usually established because we're going to build parts in true coordinates so that when we overlay detailed parts, they will automatically land where they're supposed to be in reference to each other. So one technique is to establish a point first. So if I go to the point command, I can key in coordinates and use that point. The reason why geometrical set is always the default is typically you are creating construction geometry, such as points, lines, planes, or whatever, to establish some type of startup point to build your solids. So I'm just going to put X as 5 and hit preview and see where that takes me. Okay, so that went towards me, and let's go Y. I'm going to go -7 and hit preview. You'll notice it goes backwards. And then I'm going to go ahead and change the Z to 3 and hit preview, and you notice it goes up. I'll center that. By the way, when it was off like this, a good way to center it is just put the cursor where you want the center to be and double click, or sorry, single click that with the middle button. Try that again. I single click this and it just automatically centers it for me. I'll select OK and it creates that point which you can barely see right here. So if I open this, it gives me my point coordinates for my X, Y, and Z values. Using that, I can go into Essential and find the axis system to create an axis on that point. I find it easiest just to select the point right off the tree. It's establishing my local axis system, and I select OK. I'm going to right click and hit Profile or Properties, and I'm going to change not the name of this, but the name of the axis system. So I got to find the tab Feature Properties and rename the axis system. And that axis system is known as the local axis, all in capital letters. This is also known as the part axis, as it will reside on the corner of the part. So companies have names for this axis that they're going to build or generate from, typically called local or part axis. In my class, typically I will call it the local axis. If I call it the part axis, it's the same thing. Alright, that's how to generate your local axis. Now we'll create a sketch on that local axis.